Hey, how you doing? My name is Sax DMA and I'm the author of the Book of Advice, creator of the Toy Workout, and developer of Sea Soul Sea Moss. I'm originally from a place called Braddock, Pennsylvania. Braddock, Pennsylvania is 13 miles east of Pittsburgh, PA. It's a steelworking town. My father and my grandfather both were steelworkers, and they instilled a very strong work ethic in me. I started getting into meditation and visualization and all that stuff around the age of 16. I remember one of the foremost books that had the biggest impact on me was a book called The Silva Mind Control Method by Jose Silva. It had some very serious, hardcore meditations and mind development tactics. Upon graduating high school, I moved to New York City with my guitar with the ambition to get into the entertainment industry, which I did. Oh yeah, real quick, let me introduce you to Showie, my puppy.
Hi.
That was Showie. My first industry gig was at a record label called Jive Records. Jive was the largest independent hip-hop label, and they had artists like Boogie Down Productions, D Nice, Too Short, and A Tribe Called Quest. I worked there for 2 years. It was an amazing experience, but I wanted to get into the recording environment, so I applied for the position of a maintenance engineer at Quad Recording Studios. A lot of you might know the name Quad Recording Studios. It's the infamous studio where Tupac had got shot the first time. He got shot in the elevator. I started probably 4 months after the incident. Because of that incident, it became the mecca for hip-hop and R&B. Every hip-hop artist and R&B artist wanted to record there because of that. I was in the midst of a lot of celebrities. I had played guitar on hundreds of tracks. I have 5 gold album credits to my name, 1 platinum album. I developed a career as a professional guitar player. I did a little bit of production, a little bit of engineering. And I also became a teacher for a specialized school. They had a course in audio engineering and music production. I was the most sought-out instructor in New York City. During my time there, I was approached by a company called Wink Sound. They shot a reality pilot on me called Live at Tainted Blue. The link for that is below if you'd like to check that out. Towards the end of my 16 years in the recording studio, for the last 2, I had managed the Penthouse, which was my favorite studio. I managed that facility for the last 2 years of my career. After the music industry, I went on to nightlife. The next 3 years, I developed some of the coolest parties. It's called the Vanilla Party. The third one was put in rotation on MTV. Which was pretty cool. After getting involved in nightlife for several years, I had returned back into the music industry. I had gotten approached by an artist in the Miami area who wanted me to produce her trap rock album and build her a private recording studio. So I went down there to take care of that. While I was down there, I had met a person that eventually enabled me to go to the Philippines. In 2016, I was able to take a trip out there. I was destroyed by the amount of poverty that was throughout the entire country. Seeing these children starve really broke my heart. It left me with the sense of needing to do something. 2 years later, in 2018, I had moved to the Philippines. I had volunteered for a nonprofit that addressed malnutrition in children ages 1 through 5. And a couple months later, I decided to start my own. It was called the Hood Program. We had acquired hectares and hectares of land in which we developed sugarcane. After we harvested the sugarcane, the proceeds would go to the nonprofit feeding the children. Right before our first harvest, the globalists decided to lock down the planet with this flu. It destroyed our crop before our harvest, and it brought the nonprofit to a halt. I returned back to the United States. I had met my fiance out there in the Philippines. In time, she was able to legally come here to the States. New York City was getting crazy, so I decided to move to Florida. She met me there. We had gotten married, and here we are today. We have started the 2 businesses, and I just released the Book of Advice. So, the Book of Advice is a compilation of the best pieces of advice that I've given the younger generation throughout the years. So I decided to put them in a book form. What you have here with the Book of Advice is what I believe is the best advice that I've given for over the past 2.5 decades. Available to you now on Kindle, so you can find the link for that below. If you find value in what you've heard so far, I'd appreciate it if you would like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me, and I hope to see you again. This is Sax DMA. Peace out.